We've already found what we're going to find. All we have to do now is to build the mine. There's all our buildings on that election claim, and then we go across that little road. There's our new mine site. The earthwork's all done here, and that's where the new mine site's going to go, and that's the Venango. I was the last miner to mine ore from this mine in 1992 and 3. I drilled some in 1994 underground, and yes, I was on site all during those years, and then I went away, and I came back in 2009, and I've been involved pretty heavily since then. This is the best ground I've ever worked in 35 years of underground mining. These are the veins that were mined out in our existing mine, and they lay like this. They lay pretty shallow. In 2007 and 8, a company called MPH from Ontario was commissioned to do a drill program. They drilled 13,500 meters. So you can see the veins strike along this direction, and there's a big blank place right there. And needless to say, when you got this big blank spot right beside your big old gold mine, pretty clear what you got to do. So we did it. So we started poking holes here, and I'm going to say at the very end of 2009 in December, I put the drill right there, and I poked this hole right there, because if there was going to be extensions to these veins, they had to be obviously in strike. And Yahoo, we hit the best one of the best vein intersections in the history of the mine. It was a fantastic hit. We hit a vein strike here at 1.8 meters long, and the actual average ended up being just under an ounce for that intersection. And then we kept drilling. I would sit here and do a fan of holes. I would move the 100 meters, I would do a fan of holes and a cross hole, another, right? And we kept on moving. All these holes. We drilled 14 holes south of the mine. Every single hole hit every single time consistently without fail. They all went through multiple vein strikes. But it was a real eye-opener, because it confirmed the extensions, and it gave us the start to where we should go. And it was an important hole. We call it our discovery hole. We were able to set up one more hole right here, and we drilled 4 holes off that. In 2008, they had drilled a bunch of holes in here, so we kind of added and infilled some of those. The veins are sitting like this. There's a sheeted stack of them. I call it a little forest of veins, because that's essentially what you're into. We want to start the mine right here, the new tunnel. It's right beside the historic Venango. So in we go, and right in here we start having some really nice hits, but as you can see, the drilling's really thin, so I want to start the underground diamond drills right here. We drill this way, we drill this way, and once we get here, we have ample evidence that even if we found nothing along the way, which is pretty hard to imagine, but if we didn't, this area here, we will definitely get to a bulk sample that we want to start with. One thing that was real noticeable about the new drilling was that each hole hit many more veins than we were encountering in the old existing mine. And the grades were substantially higher consistently, especially in this area here. Every hole went through lots of very high-grade intersections. So now we drilled for 500 meters south of the mine. So we have continuous strike for 500 meters. It's open to the south. It's open to the east, it's open to depth. And then alongside the west side of the mine, we have, as we discussed, all these really nice intersections. So what it indicates is pretty clearly, in fact, that you got 750 meters worth of strike to mine here. And you have, so far, you have about 250 meters of dip. Project's got such a small little surface footprint. It's tiny, and the rock is wonderful, the water is wonderful. There's very few downsides to the Kenville mine. Power source, we extended a 3-phase power line over to our new site, and that power line goes right down to the Kootenay Hydro Dam. So we're getting power off of the hydro dam.